The foolish girls. What is a foolish girl? Well, it's a female who never learns from her past mistakes. A female who looks for someone to do because the last one couldn't do it well enough. The girl that goes in circles. It's a female who sees the prey and continues to walk in the trap set up for her. She listens to lies and knows a dude is not worth her time but stays with him. She's a female who believes she's right even when she's wrong, having babies for a man who don't love her. A girl that gives her body away because she thinks in her simple mind her body belongs to her. She believes she can do whatever she wants with it. It's her body. A foolish girl is a girl buying unnecessary things, overspending, overindulging in useless crap. A foolish girl is one who does not listen or take heed to warnings, red flags, or the pain she's putting on herself or the reputation she's building. The foolish girl is lazy and lies in bed all day watching TikTok and other videos of people living life. A foolish girl shows every part of her body and then asks God, "Why ain't the good man talking to me?" The foolish girl is all over the place, can't get it together no matter how together she looks to you. It's just a facade. The foolish girl does not recognize her own foolishness or immaturity. She's foolish, and she's too stubborn to listen to others. She probably needs to read the book of Proverbs, if you ask me. A foolish girl is unappreciative of her parents and will sit around and dirty up the house and dishes, waiting for someone else to clean up behind her. Foolish girls buy shoes, clothes, and jewelry for guys just because he's giving out penis. I can go on and on. And just because I use the term girl, it doesn't mean a little child. I've seen foolish 20, 30, 40, and 50-year-olds, which means age is only a number that we've been taught to go by. I was a foolish girl, teen, and adult. I made the dumbest of choices, and there were times I couldn't stop what I was doing because I didn't feel I had control over myself. And I will speak more about that in a different video. This one is strictly about foolish girls. Attention. What type of attention are you seeking if you're seeking attention at all? Sometimes we, the foolish, don't understand that some actions, some words, some clothing, some looks, and some of the places we tread our feet will attract the wrong attention. And I know, if you're deeply foolish, you will shrug your shoulders because you don't care what attention you receive as long as you get it. And some don't want attention. They just want to do their own thing their way. And that's the biggest problem. Everybody believes we can do whatever we want to do and not pay a price for it. As long as we're happy, it's okay. The foolish will sleep with whomever just to get their satisfaction, even if it leaves them feeling empty as ever. How can she become wise? I'm glad you asked. First, she must acknowledge her foolishness. If she does not realize there is something deeply wrong, her choices will remain, her beliefs will remain, and the only way she'll stop is if God does it. And it might not feel good or be enjoyable as it would if she makes the choice on her own. If a foolish girl begins to see her foolish ways, she'll slowly pull away from that foolish lifestyle and seek change. She'll help around the house more and understand her working parents shouldn't do all the work. They feed you, don't they? They buy tissue to wipe your tail. They put a roof over your head. Once a foolish girl looks in the mirror and sees an unlikely reflection, she'll want change. God will uncover and untangle all the spiritual soul ties she allowed to struggle her life. Slowly she'll understand what her body was truly meant for. Romans 12:1 says, "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice." Slowly she will regret, but also forgive herself for those stupid choices. She will change and present her body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to the one that thought of her as worthy. A foolish woman is barren. She may look successful, but she's empty, unfruitful, and unproductive in the eyes of God. Real men don't want a foolish female. Real men won't waste their time looking at a foolish female. I said a real man. I know a foolish female right now is saying, "I got me a real man." If he won't marry you, but you're giving him everything, every day, you are foolish and he's not a real man. He's more of a con artist. Find yourself a friend who will tell you the truth. I got real friends. Let me tell you about one of them. There was a girl I grew up with. She went the right way, I went the wrong. I've always held her in high esteem because she is very strong and smart. She has a strength that you can't shake. Josie would give me the truth, indirectly hurting me to the core in the best way. For example, I would call her and try to have a normal conversation, but she knew things weren't right and would call it out. She would also do this thing a real friend is supposed to do, like be honest. I would say, girl, I'm with John and we've been together for this long and blah, blah, blah. I would give her the 411 and afterwards, with her calm voice, she would ask, he loves you, but he won't marry you? He loves you, but won't give you his last name? How is it love then? And after sex, what do you feel? And what is it doing for you? And she would ask questions to make me think. And yes, sometimes I'd feel foolish because that's exactly what I was, a fool living in foolishness. I'm giving it up every day to a guy who doesn't really want me. And I know that he doesn't want me. I know that he's playing games. Whew, what a fool. I'm telling you. But because of invested time, because of the benefit of the doubt, because I thought I saw potential, which was only the potential to take me to hell. Hello. Because the foolish person is empty of wisdom, once that person acknowledges their emptiness and the need for understanding, they will finally seek after wisdom like gold and begin to grow, transform, change into what God actually created them to be in the first place. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. I used to be foolish, but had to wake up. Are you ready to wake up? Do you have a foolish daughter who needs to turn on the lights? You can have a good husband once you make decisions to be a woman. A real woman will become the wife before marriage. A real woman will learn to close her legs and wait. A real woman will keep her focus and stick with her goals without being persuaded, manipulated, and bent to the left or the right with words, but standing firm, accomplishing goals, reaching heights, breaking barriers, and rebuking the enemy with the strength and faith God put in her. So do that. Stop being a fool and be what God wanted you to be and created you to be. You've got this. And don't worry about those who will remember. It's good to have people help you remember where the Lord has brought you from. If you realize you are foolish, let's make some changes. And when the next guy come up to you, please run so fast you think a lion is after you. Because that's what it is. He comes after you like a roaring lion, seeking the foolish, the naive, the rebellious, the disobedient, seeking whom he may devour. We have to make better choices so we don't end up being one of the bitter females talking about ain't no good men nowhere. As I stated before, a real man don't want a fool, and even if you change, you must realize his reason for being cautious or hesitant to marry you or date you. He doesn't know if you'll revert back to those ways. Start today. Watch your actions. Think before speaking. Stop being lazy. Stop sleeping with that sorry dude and remain single as you wait for someone who respects your God. If he honors God, he'll love you right. Stop wearing clothes to show yourself. I'm sure you're beautiful, but a real man wouldn't want the entire world seeing his woman. If you made mistakes, forgive yourself and leave your past with yesterday. Let's make today count towards a better, mature woman with dignity, class, integrity, and virtue. Don't worry, God's got you. I hope you enjoyed listening to my inner thoughts. Please like, comment, share with someone who needs this message, and subscribe. I'll be back cleaning and organizing again. Have an awesome day.